Let's play some music, man.
Yeah, may I read you first one comment? We
Yeah.
had a great comment. It's a guy who wrote you in your Instagram, and said, "I'm struggling as an artist. I want to make music, but I have to make money, and the job I was doing was sapping away all my creativity. If I may ask, how did you make your money, and how do you live in Turks?"
Huh. Well, first of all, backing up to being an artist, it takes away his vibe, having to work so much. So you don't enjoy what you're doing, but you have to make the money. And I have the exact same story. I want to come back to that though,
Yeah.
and then tie this around because instead of it zaps your energy, it zaps your creativity, it zaps your vibe. Um, yes, capture the zap, capturing it hurting your vibe, capturing it. Yes, let it build up. Let that shit build up.
Mhm.
Okay, you sound like a younger person, and and you're playing whatever instrument it is, or maybe you're a producer. You download and work with beats and stuff, or you create your own. Use Let it build up. Let that frustration build up,
Yeah.
and then when the time is right, open yourself to letting that flow back out and how you would express that in music, because that's what I did on this last record. More than anything I've done in my entire life, I was able to just lay it out there on the table, my heart, on my sleeve kind of crap. And I don't care anymore. Just let it go. I mean, I'll tell me something sad. I'll cry right here and take off the glasses.
Yeah.
First of all, let that store up. Second, how do I live in Terps? It's a long story, and nothing I would have ever expected. I was a starving artist, all my life. First band at 14, rock band. And when I was 25, I moved to Nashville. I was there sleeping on a studio floor, interning, working in a restaurant during the day to make money, working in a nightclub at night to make money, and then just doing demo work for artists and songwriting and that kind of stuff. And don't worry about just make the money. Don't The mindset is I gotta have money. I gotta have money.
Mm-hmm.
Just open your mind to say the money will come. I already have it. Let it flow in, and then you have to make money, but change your attitude on, or you may have to change to something else. But I never was like the money coming to me. Of
Mm-hmm.
course, there were times in my life when I was married with kids and providing that it was yes, the money. But I literally starving artist. I was 30.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, yeah, 25, 30. I was 30, and I was a telemarketer in a cubicle. And there's nothing wrong with that. You might want to try it. It worked for me pretty good. But in the matter of, in 10 years, I stayed with the company. I went from telemarketer to vice president of operations. And I didn't go to school for that. I went to school to play, sing and play.
Mm-hmm.
But my older brother Chris, who's the greatest businessman of all time, seriously, and my mentor on all things. Um, I worked with him, and you know, he got to the point where 10 years later, after I started my own company. So I started my own company 10 years later. When I'm 40 now, um, and I had a couple clients that I knew that came over with me to my new company, and the company grew for the first 10 years of my company. After I started it, after 10 years, I was just by myself working out of the home and in the recording studio, Charleston Sound. So, and it's a cyclical business that I had, so I had a lot of time to work on music. And it just came, and I remember going by my home here in Turks and Caicos on a day boat with a bunch of people on it, and going by all these houses and going, man, there's no way I would just love it. It's so beautiful. Oh, so peaceful, and there's no way it's ever going to happen. I told myself that. I don't know how it could, because even with a decent job, I'm not able to save any money because it's all getting spent on
Yeah.
school and everything, purses that people don't need,
Mm-hmm.
shoes, 50 pairs of shoes. But and so when I had the opportunity to buy a home here because of a very fortunate year in 2020 with my business that I started, at that point it was 18 years ago. It took me 18 years to have my own company,
Wow.
and it just happened, and I was able to buy a home here. And then when I got divorced, going on 4 years ago, hopefully. Um, I there was a home here and a home there in the U.S.
Yeah.
and yeah, here was my chance. Now you know, so don't chase the money, chase your dreams, and be open to the money coming in. Use the frustration that you have to
Yeah.
rechannel it to some powerful emotional music, and nothing is freaking impossible. I didn't go to school for any of this. I didn't. I
Yeah.
just, I'm outgoing. I'm blah, 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 all this kind of guy. And I think I want to do everything well. Like you said, whatever you put your hands to do it well, and do it for the Lord or the Lord in all of us. Because there's other people you're not just doing it good for yourself. You're actually doing it good for everybody else. It's like
Hmm.
in the military. First thing you do is you make your bed. You've already accomplished something.
Yeah.
Just keep doing things well. Like I need to do in the kitchen is a big mess.
Yeah, and I think you said it's beautiful because in this time of in this era, we are it's always like everything it's immediately, and we are always
Oh my God,
escaping of suffering, and but suffering it's the greatest part of getting to another place, so it's necessary. So
it is, man.
if
Yeah,
this guy is like his creativity is all taken away, and it's necessary, man, it's necessary for you, so
right.
you feel the pressure and then you have to put
Embrace
it
it.
out. Yeah.
Yeah, and embrace that, and don't dwell on the negativity. It may be hard. You may not be what you're doing or where you're at, or you need the money, but just accept that it's okay. I'm just going to do the best I can, whatever I'm doing, because I'm going to get paid, and I'm going to let this experience give me wisdom and history
Yeah.
is his story, so it's your story.
Yeah, and it's always like some shaman told me 3 weeks
Okay,
ago. He told me because I'm doing this project, and I'm always doing my projects, my own projects. So I'm the last call. It's all, everything on me. So when I started working for you in some point in the early time, I thought like, oh, I was going back. Like now I'm working for others guys' dream and not mine. And I felt like very confused. But
shit.
then this shaman
Sorry.
told me, no way, man. It's an ascendant spiral. So maybe you think you're going back, but you're getting higher, man. You're in another level now. That's why you are doing this, because you got into the level. And I was like, oh man, that's true. And my ego was telling me like, no, now you're working for other guy's dream, that voice again. And I stopped that voice immediately, because the ascendant thing in spiral, it was like revealing me like,
Hmm.
no man, it maybe look like I'm getting back, but
See?
I'm in
You know
an
what that
in
means?
yeah.
That means you and I are both, because I feel that exact same way, and you and I are in that same spiral. So,
Yeah.
fucking hey, that's awesome. I love that.
Yeah, it's cosmic shit, man.